Okay, might be a minute early, but let's get started. So on Monday, we worked on a little bit on threads and scheduling. Because you can set up a scheduler to run a thread every X seconds. Normally it was by millisecond. So, as part of that, was this timing test file here. You need timer and timer task, and these are the two that you use to actually schedule something. Example here. Then you need a class that's going to act as your thread. This run function being what actually gets called. So, today, we're going to get that working with the bot. The first step is going to be creating a similar task for the bot to just print some text out to the console. And then we'll probably upgrade that to connecting to the channel and then printing it out to the channel. Or we might just skip right to printing it out to the channel, actually. And then we'll work on feeding data in to what's running. So, baby steps. A little bit at a time. All of this is going to be within here, although I'm probably, now that I think about it, I'm probably going to need it. Okay. And here's my theory as to what I'm going to be doing. All right, so let's start off with, okay, I'm including, when you include java.util.star, you actually include all of the libraries that are new. So I don't need to include timer and timer task, they're already. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set the timer as part of the class. It's going to be up here. Instead of temp timer, I'm going to name it bot timer. Then when the bot is started, name of the class. When the bot gets started, it's going to do bot timer, bot timer, bot schedule, and this print stuff thing I'm going to have to replace, which I'm going to put at the bottom. Instead of print stuff, I'm thinking I'm going to name it bot messenger. It's capital. This is a class. I'm going to extend timer task. Instead of that, example, here it is, send message. This one, because this has this in front. Send message by channel. So it's not going to actually send by channel, it's going to send, let's just send points message for now. So, to review, and this bot is constructed, it starts here. It's the settings, the viewers, the file. Then, when you run start on it, it sets the name of the bot, it connects to the channel, it connects to the server. Then it joins the channel, slight difference, and then it's going to start this timer. And instead of every 3 seconds, it's going to be every 6. And set it for 6 for now. The Twitch IRC server has throttling in place to make sure you don't send more than it was 20 messages in a minute, something along those lines. You don't want to be spamming the channel, any channel, with messages. It's a bad idea, and it can easily get you banned for 8 hours. Your bot gets banned, now you're stuck, because especially if you're trying to track viewership, now you can't do it. So, I named that instead of print stuff. Named it bot messenger. Not messenger. Print stuff. There we go. Okay. So every 6 seconds, it's going to wait 6 seconds until for the program to start, and then every 6 seconds after that, then try and run this thread. Run this thread. And at the moment, it's just going to print out points totals. Like, we're going to add some messages to it once it's ready. But we need to get this basic part running first, and then we'll worry about passing in information. Make sure that we print out the messages that need to be printed. Okay. Well, this should be enough to give this a try. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I need to pass it the channel. Let's do string channel run up here. I think I can do this. I don't think this is a problem.bot channel. Unchecked or yeah, I don't. Oh, this isn't actually calling run. Okay. This is just a constructor. And I'm passing it a variable here that it doesn't handle at the moment. So let me actually build a constructor for that. See if that. Okay. Okay. Helper bot set string channel. Dot channel equals TMP channel end. If you haven't noticed, a lot of coding is actually copying and pasting, because you'll do something a bunch of times, and so you can take what you wrote before and just use it again and again and again. Okay, so now in the constructor, when I go to schedule the task, it's going to construct the task. Make sure all these names. When it constructs it, it should pass it this variable here, which is the name of the channel of the bot. And that's going to set the channel of the thread to the channel of the bot. Now when it runs, it should be able to do this dot channel. I can get rid of this. That should be good. And if this doesn't work, I'll just get it to work in the console. Oh, right. Huh. This, in this case, is an instance of bot messenger, not helper bot. So So send message probably this in this case is this. It's not can't do that. I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna need to think about that. So I'm gonna let the rest of it connect. Comment that out. Swap it for this. Without that. I'm going to change this to points message. Oh, and actually I'm going to add in the channel just to make sure that it's passing the channel when it. Now that we come back to that, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Might require a restructuring of the program in order. But anyway. Black screen there for a second. I apologize. Windows. That. Let's try that. Void main. Let me. Let off. Oh, I need to set my new password to it. Sorry, reset it over the break. Settings file. Spotlight. All right, so that should be it. So I don't need to compile. Let me run it. I took off for a boat. It'll let it go. All right, let's wait a couple seconds. I'm going to see if it. Yes, okay, it is connected. It's here. Let me show you. So every 6 seconds, it's printing out that points message. Now, obviously, it's not going to have to do that all the time. It's just going to have to do that when it's needed. But for now, that's a good start. So this is working. Oops. Didn't mean to do. Although I guess I can close that and then let's reset the virtual machine. That'll close any instances of Java I have running. All right, now I need to find some way to pass it the helper bot because it needs to be able to run send message. Which I'm not entirely sure how to do. I don't think I can declare its own thing in there. I think I might have to make this, maybe if I separate it, if I put this in its own file. So then can I use it here? Well, let's give it a shot. New class. Bot messenger. That up. Save that. All right. Now, my worry here is that I now have my helper bot using my messenger, my bot messenger class, and my bot messenger class is going to have a helper bot class. That might not work. Because right here, I'm going to do helper bot. Hey. Come on. No plastic tastes great. Helper bot. Crap. Oh, I did not think this enough through. Shoot. I need that thread to talk to my main class. Is that reserved word or is it this parent? No. Shoot. So I'm able to pass it the channel. But if I declare a new helper bot, it's going to redefine the entire bot. It's going to reinstantiate it, going to connect it to the channel. So it's got to reconnect every time. That's not what I want. What if there's some way I can get it to fire something else in the main program? What if I should just set this to a, like, I wonder if I can just set this to a function. If I can, like, instead of calling bot messenger, what if I just had a function? I wonder if that takes a function, or if that can take anything. Timer, Java timer schedule. This over here. All right. The schedule. Schedule takes a task. That's right. It has to be runnable. Crap. Task that can be scheduled or repeated execution by a timer. This is all the right idea. Thread using parent information. child thread to parent thread. Probably what I need. For some reason I variable. Extends. I think I need to rethink this. I have a couple of options. I can take these out of here and move them into start bot, which is fine. And that would allow me to create a helper bot that doesn't do anything. It might be what I need to do. Because right now, if I declare a new helper bot in here, I reload all the variables and it reconnects. I just want to be able to construct one to use as a reference. Hoping. All right, let me get rid of this. Let's close all this. Message. It's commented out. All right. Well, even though it's commented, copy this stuff in. Actually, let's copy the more precise ones. Oh, yeah. Public. Run it. Channel, good, that's working. Points. Turned off. Close. Huh. Not doing anything. All right, let's add some stuff so I can. Points requested. Oops, that's too much. Close. All right. Let's reset. Boy. Now we're back. All right, let's try that again. Oh, hello channel, that's good. All right. Points. Points requested. Sent. Good. Closed. Send the message. Thing. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't have to. Odd that it's not showing that anymore. Here it's closing it. So it's disconnected. But it's not sending the by channel message. It's just strange. Maybe it's confusing thing. Oh, it was probably too soon after that on. Two. There it is. I was doing it too fast. Jumping the gun. Okay. Hey, Elite Unit. It's going all right. Thanks for coming back. I'm working on setting up how to actually send these messages. But I'm kind of running into a snag. I think I might have helped myself out here, but I'm not positive. My problem now is I don't know if I can. What I want to do is create a reference here to one of these, so I can pass this to here. The bot. So that way I can actually use it to send messages, because I can't send messages from here. So I'm thinking if I can send a reference of the variable to here, and then send the messages. Helper bot temp bot. Temp bot, and then this here be temp bot send message. Oh yeah. No, not temp bot. The bot. Can't say I'm a huge fan of that, but oh yeah. Back in. Oof. This might be incredibly ugly. All right. Give it a couple seconds. Hey, points totals. Okay. If it does another one. I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Because it's trying to send the exact same thing, which is something I need. Okay. Still gonna. Okay. So that worked. I was worried that having each class include each other was going to be a problem. It seems to be okay. Right. Look. Closed here. When I disconnect, I also want to shut down. I want to shut down scheduled thread. Where did that go? It's weird. Well, anyway, it's fine too. Timer task, schedule. Excuse me. And then cancel. Terminates the timer disregarding task. Removes all the times. So timer's queue. Okay. So I need cancel. I need to use cancel on it. Okay, so when I disconnect, which is here, I need to do, scroll back up, bot timer dot cancel, bot timer dot, and that'll stop the spam, the channel spam. Okay, we're getting somewhere. All right, so the next thing I want to do is set up a vector. Right. Oh, yeah, that should be private. Private vector message queue equals a new vector. Let's just give it 5 as well. Okay. This vector is going to be simpler. Instead of being a viewer list, which is going to grow and shrink a ton, this is just going to be improperly spelled a vector here, and it's going to just store strings, is my concept here. Message queue. Okay. So here, when points are requested, this dot message queue, is it dot add? Add element. Add element. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a string. It's going to be a temp string. I'm going to set that equal to something here. Let's do sender plus colon and space plus I need to get the point. Well, let's just do this for now. We're going to maintain everybody having 15 points at the moment. And then what'll happen is I'm going to start, once this works, I'm going to start looking up the double value of the person's points so that it can actually insert this into the thing properly. Okay, this is going to add element tmpstr. tmpstr. Element. So now whenever somebody requests points, it's going to add that to the vector. Also, let's change this to the output here. Let's see exactly what it's. Now I need to come back to my, well, let's baby steps. Let's get one thing going at a time. Let's make sure all of this is right. Syntax errors. Errors? That shouldn't have syntax errors. And that has me really feeling like channel, there we go. All right, so now points. So there's what it's going to add. Why is it doing that twice? Oh, I probably didn't restart the. Oh my, it's going. Okay, so let's close it. Channel. Okay. Going to edit tool. Let's see if that actually stops these spamming. Looks like it's good. That is okay. So now this is going to need to take a vector. Vector. We're just going to name it the same thing. Temp q spell net. Okay. So now when bot messenger is constructed, up here in start, message queue. So that should be this. Okay, it's a good question. This is a reserved word, which I realize is a little confusing, but I have it highlighted. The word this is reserved, and it allows you to refer to the actual instanced class. So when I have, good example. Oh, right here. This dot get settings. Now, if you look, get settings is private. So I can't call it from here, the main. But I can call start bot. Getting everything. Here we go. All right. So this, the word this in this case, refers to the instance of the variable, and it allows you to reference it from within itself. So because I'm using this here, it's going to be part of this helper bot class, and it's going to refer to whatever that helper bot is. But because it's inside the class, it also gives me access to the private thing I don't share. Like, you can't run get settings from here, from helper bot main. You can only run start bot, which is public. You can construct it, which is public. You can technically do this on message, but that's something that just fires, and on user list. But again, those are just fire. So it's effectively like having it out here, but you're doing it inside of the function. And so it's a reference to itself, the big thing. So when I do this here, this scheduler, I'm passing a reference of the instantiated class to my thread so that my thread can make function calls on it. Let me know if that doesn't make sense, because I might not have completely done it right, but yeah, you have to use it a bit. It is a little confusing because it's kind of it's blue, so it's obviously a reserved word. You can see it. I'm not sure you can see the fact that it's blue. But yeah, it allows you to use the instance of the class as though you had it declared in here, but you don't need to know the name of it or anything like that. It just lets you use it exactly as it is. Actually, I should probably just do that. Okay, cool. It is a weird concept. It's like, I know I do that a lot on web pages, and one of the things you can do is if you're writing like a JavaScript function in like on mouse over or key down or that, you can use this dot value, and that'll just get the value whatever it is that's being referenced, which allows you to really easily get things like But in this case, it's actually referencing the class. It's the class that's been instantiated. Like this message queue here is the same as this message queue right here. So I hope that at least helps. Okay, so now I'm passing. Passing, I even have to even pass. I write a get channel. Let me do that instead of passing the channel, because that was something that before I totally knew what I was doing. Hey, no problem. If you want me to repeat anything, let me know. That's not an issue. I'm going to write some gets instead of doing it like that. Public string get channel. Not going to take anything. To return this dot channel. All right, so that's going to be the channel, and then public vector. Man, I've not been able to spell it. Get queue. Return this dot. Oops. This dot message queue. So those two should allow me to get the values that I need out of the class without having to pass them into the bot here. So all I have to do is pass that. Now I can do this dot get channel. I'm going to need to get the users to, or no, I'm not going to need to. I'm going to be using the actual message. Now in here, on this run, I can do vector temp message. Why don't you come say hi? Quark. Come on. I have a whole channel named after you. Why don't you come here? No. This dot the bot dot get queue. Let's do this actually. String dot temp channel is this dot get channel. Oh, the bot dot get. And this is going to be TMP channel. And then let's do string.temp. So that's going to be, this is going to be temp queue. And this is going to be temp message. And it's going to equal temp queue. Get first element. I'm going to check that. Yeah, she's not big on sitting on my lap without having, a nice empty lap. I'm a little cramped. He's inspecting some plastic bags that we have on the table. Checking that out. Actually, let me close this because I don't. Oh. All right. Java vector. Get first element. Oh, okay, it's just first element. First element. Okay, so that's going to be that. And that's going to be the string. So I should be able to print out, instead of this message, I should be able to print out temp message. And now, hoping. Oh, hey. Screen's been going black a lot today. I don't know why. Didn't change this up here to black this time, but anyway. All right. Oh. Oh, is that a? It's one of these. So instead of, let's just change this to star. These vectors in the utilities. Oh, I probably need to type. It's that. It's funny, I think I've worked more with vectors in my with my Twitch bot than with my actual. Oh yeah. I don't need this. I don't need that. Just need that, because that's going to give me everything I need. It's not channel. Oh, bot channel. So good at this. Okay. It's connected. Oops. Can't really read that. All right. Oh, yeah. It's having trouble with the vector. The fact that nothing's in there. I'm going to try that. That might have crapped the whole. All right. Let's clear that. Let's reset. All right, so that was careless of me. I didn't think about making sure there was something in the vector, because if nothing's in the vector, it just craps out, which is obviously not what you want. Like, what if I want the size? In size. Okay. So if temp q dot size is greater than 0, do this stuff. And for debugging purposes, we're going to do No messages found. To count the elements? I think so. All right. But it does raise I'm going to make sure. Save that. I'm going to stop this from being declared with that. I'm going to see if I can declare 0. All right, no messages found. Good. Good. Found. Still good. Points. All right, received it. That's 15. There we go. We are getting somewhere. Oh, right. Close. Make sure it's not going to keep repeating. Okay. It's getting the first element. It's printing the first element, which in this case is just clutter of cats 15, because I'm not having it pull the value yet, which might be something for Saturday. But I don't have it deleting that entry once it actually prints it. So let's just walk through that real quick. Where is it? Here it is. That can go away. It received that I asked for points, and then it printed out to the console. Here's my name plus the number of points. It then took that as a temporary string and added it to the queue. Then scheduled task ran. Does every 6 seconds. Excuse me. With a reference back to this class, I hope that's not really sloppy. And then that's got me so worried. Oh, I can't even say. Can't even say how much. That's not a good thing. Anyway, hold the information from this class, specifically the actual message queue, and printed out the message. So before I get too much further into this, what we have for let me stop here because I don't want to get stuck in it, and I've got some other things I need to do tonight, unfortunately. For Saturday, let's add some notes to here for the end of this run. That and that. Oops! Wow, it's too smart for me. All right. Considering things. Check message type. If points request print multiple check the message type. And that's because I want it to be able to if 10 people request their points, I want to be able to print all 10 all at once. No more. Maybe only 5. I'm going to look at that. That might only be 5. Let's just set it for 5 right now. And then I needed to remove all messages that have been printed. I'm probably going to use a temporary string. So what I'll do, when a points request is detected, it'll add that to a temporary string, delete it. Add the first element, delete it, add the first element, delete it. It'll do that up to 5 times, or until there's no more elements, one or the other. And then it'll run it. When it goes back the next time, it'll look for more. But I also need to get the actual value of points per user. That's the other thing I need to do. But I would say this is a decent place to call it for the night. Otherwise, we'll probably be doing this for another hour, which I realize other people might enjoy. But like I said, I do have some things I need to do tonight, unfortunately. Can't stay all that long. But thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, that's fantastic. I stream on twitch.tv/clutterofcats. If you're actually joining us for the live show, I am on online 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mondays and Wednesdays. And usually on Saturdays, I've been pretty good about it at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going until I feel like stopping or until I get to a good stopping point. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. This is bots coming along nicely. Getting a little further every day. Like it's going somewhere real. So we're going to keep working on it. Elite Unit says I would be happy with another hour. I really wish I could, but it's not a good night for it. If you can join me on Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will try and I always try to put at least one in. I think last week I did like an hour and 45. So I try to get to a good stopping. Like that, those are the days I try to get to a good stopping point. I'm not on here with a specific endpoint in mind. I'm on there with the idea that I'm going to accomplish something. So yeah, but this is, this ends up lining up really. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye.